Please subscribe and turn on your notifications for more videos, and also follow my Instagram page at Diamondhead Succulents. Hi everyone! So just a quick video for you all today. I wanted to talk about stressed colors and how to get them when you shouldn't really worry about stressing so much and all that fun stuff. So I know a lot of you ask me tons of questions on how to stress all those beautiful, vibrant colors out of your succulents. Well, there is controlling your watering schedule. There is also the amount of light that they receive, which is very important also. You know, there's times when you don't want to overly stress your plants with excessive lights and whatnot, and that is like when they are dormant, for example, like these cotyledon pendants. These are dormant right now, and I just gave them a drink of water, so they're still wrinkly, but these guys are dormant, and you do not want to put them in extreme sun right now or any kind of extreme conditions, because of the fact that they are pretty much like in hibernation. You know, like it's too hot for them to grow super rapidly right now, so they're reserving their energy to just staying alive pretty much. So this is one case where you do not want to overly stress them with a lot of sunlight. Another thing is you don't want to over dehydrate them just to bring out the color. They actually do quite well when you go ahead and give them water every week, every couple weeks, or even maybe even 3 weeks depending on your climate. There's a hair on here. But I'm not saying that stress colors do not come out when you dehydrate them, which they really do, because the plant is overly panicking and they want to push out those colors as like a warning signal, like, oh my gosh, I need more water. This one just got a drink of water also, but the leaves are still plump, so I am not worried about it at all. But this one did not receive water for roughly about 3 weeks, and it is still good. More mature plants, of course, will last longer between waterings, whereas little babies like these guys here, they will need more watering, more attention as they go along, because they are so tiny, you know, so they can't last for like weeks on end without water. They will stress out, they will dry out, and maybe possibly die. So you want to be sure that watering schedule is still kept regularly, and you are paying attention to your little babies as well as your older plants. Now, some of them will not stress to those vibrant pinks and reds like we all want. Like, for example, our variegated string of pearls, they will stress slightly purple when they have enough lighting and such, or if they are pushing out new roots like this cutting right here. As you can see, it's shriveled up. It's a little bit more purple than the others, but eventually when they can start taking in water and such, they will go more green, and that is perfectly fine. That is just the type of plant that they are, and that's just the amount of stress colors that they're going to push out. If I put these in more sunlight, they will start to turn kind of like a yellow color, and that can be a sign of sun stress. Well, you know, they're not super happy. They'd rather be in a little bit more shade or in direct light, and that's totally fine. You just have to get used to that plant being the color that they want to be, pretty much. Okay, and same goes for string of turtles. As you can see, they are primarily green, and some of them did get slightly singed from a little too much light, but that's just another thing you have to look for. You have to make sure that they are okay. And this is my Pachyphytum compactum crest that I got from Oahu Suckies. But as you can see, some of the petals are yellow and some are green, and I'm totally fine with them being green. That's totally okay. But as long as they stay compact, I know that they're getting enough sunlight, and that is great. And let me see. These here are my little variegated, oh, I forgot their name. I think they're mini bells. I think I got them from Nerdy Succulents, but they are very cute. I put them in here in dry soil. As you can see, they have not rooted yet because they are still plump. So I'm waiting for the roots to push out, but hopefully they will root soon and I can give them their first drink of water. Oh, here's a great example of a little bit too much sun stress. So as you can see, they are pretty yellow on the bottom. And that's because when I was in quarantine for coronavirus, I couldn't go out and attend my plants because I didn't want to expose the rest of my family to, you know, the virus itself. So I was trying to stay away, and unfortunately, even in my greenhouse that had more gentle lighting, oh, this summer was so brutal. It did go ahead and stress out some of my succulents. So as you can see, this one got pretty burnt up. But this new growth is showing me that it's still viable and healthy and still doing great, so that is totally fine. But this yellowing is a sign that it could be getting a little too much sunlight. Okay, so just be diligent and know what your succulents are telling you. This does not mean that it needs excessive amounts of water. It just means that you need to cut back on the amount of sunlight that you are giving it right now. So this is another example of where more sun is not too great, okay? But as you can see, this new growth here is very well off. You know, nice and green and plump. It's getting some sun stress colors with the pink. So that's a perfect example of some scorching or starting to, you know, scorch. But of course, there's like little babies that get their colors a lot faster and they stay a little bit more vibrant as they grow up. The color will start to go away for some of them as they get bigger, and that's okay. That's totally fine. That is normal. Don't worry about it, because they will bring on their own beautiful stressed colors as they grow. You just have to, again, control your watering and the lighting and all that stuff. And here's my little Lowy babies that I grew from leaf props. They're doing really well. As you can see, they are more green, but they do have signs of pink, which is terrific. But I'm not overly worried about stressing out their colors. That is totally fine for me to see some green because I know they're nice and healthy. All right. And also, oh look, I just noticed a little tiny baby right there. Oh, I'm excited. But anyway, these are some Pachyphytum compactum babies. As you can see, that's my little variegated one right there. My only variegated one. And this one is its little brother. Okay. And this is my Echeveria Lenora Dean. As you can see, it did have a little too much sun. It's like turning a little bit brownish yellow on the lower leaves, but the new growth is perfectly fine. Look at how beautiful that is. And that's how you can tell your plants are outgrowing the sun stress, is when the center part is still looking nice and healthy, no burning or any kind of singeing whatsoever. And that is a wonderful sign. Okay, and let me just show you, this is a case of more severe burning. As you can see, the outer leaves are quite singed, very cracky, you know, crunchy. That is not not what you're looking for. I did stress these out a little too much. But the center growth, this new growth, is clearly outgrowing all of that sun stress. So that is a perfect sign to look for. All right, so just to wrap things up, do not overly stress out your plants when it comes to sun exposure, just in order to get those colors out, because they will bring out those vibrant colors as they grow anyway. Whew, these are stressing. I have to send this baby out to Simona pretty soon, our giveaway winner. Congratulations again. But as you can see, these are stressing very nicely at the tips with those vibrant pinks. But the center is still good, there's no burning, so that's how you know it's growing in very nice and compact also, and it's getting enough sun with all that. And also, let me see if there's some I can show you. Here's my propagating string of turtles. Still haven't rooted yet, still taking a bit, but that's okay, I'm fine with that. And this one, as you all know, is my variegated Haworthia. Very beautiful pink in color. Ooh, I love it, I love it. But again, stress out your plants slowly, guys. You do not want them to freak out and just stunt their growth from excessive sun exposure. Okay. And here's some of my water propagated ones. These are the beheaded stems that I got, as I showed you the cuttings earlier. But these are doing really well under my grow light, so I'm loving how they are being stressed. Okay, and they are not pink or red or anything like that, but they're doing very healthy. This is my variegated Moon Glow. Just gave this one water too, so it'll plump up soon. But it's starting to take on those cute pinks. I'm so excited, super excited. This is my red velvet, starting to take on some stressed colors finally. My Echeveria Silhouette. My red, this is one of my favorites, guys. This is my red Perpsorum baby. This one went through a little struggling period, and it's finally taking on those beautiful reds again. Turning so nice and plump. But yeah, if you have any more questions, guys, please feel free to message me on Instagram at Diamond Head Succulents. And I will do my best to help you as much as I can. And I will try to put out more content for you. I know I've been slacking a lot. But, oh, here's my Golden State Variegata. Again, it's a little singed on the end, but that new growth in the middle, oh, it is looking so gorgeous. Yes. Anyway, you folks have a terrific day, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye, everybody. Ooh, babies. Take care.